Hey guys, ETN7 here from Sunbros, and it's time for another Hero Quick Look video, and today we're going to be covering Butterfly. Butterfly is a class assassin roll mobility finisher. As you guys can see in the bottom left, her attack damage is all the way to the very top, and everything else is either average or below average. Butterfly's passive, Assassin, grants so that every kill or assist resets the cooldowns for all of Butterfly's abilities and restores health. Butterfly's first ability, Whirlwind, causes Butterfly to swing her blade in a full circle, dealing damage and reducing movement speed. Butterfly's second ability, Sword Propel, Butterfly throws her sword, dealing damage to enemies in its path, and it also increases her attack speed. Butterfly's ultimate, Backstab, Butterfly blinks behind the enemy with the lowest HP, prioritizing that hero, and stabs the target, dealing a bunch of damage while increasing her damage reduction and her movement speed. Next, we're going to be talking about Butterfly's pros and cons. We're going to start with the pros, which is what you're going to want to concentrate on utilizing when you're playing as her, and things you're going to want to avoid when you're playing against her. Her first pro is her passive, which gives her a cooldown reduction on all her abilities. I can't even stress enough to you how powerful this is. Anytime she gets a kill or an assist, all of her abilities go on cooldown. And the damage that her ultimate does, for example, is substantial, not to mention the damage reduction that it gives you. All her abilities are, I would say, are pretty solid, so to just get them back every time you get a kill or an assist in a team fight, absolutely wreak havoc and make a big time difference. Her second pro is that her ult damage reduction. Like we just talked about, anytime she ults, she reduces damage done by 60%, and she can do it over and over again, which, I mean, just imagine playing any hero and being able to reduce damage by 16%. It makes a huge difference. It can really be a game changer. Alright, and then the third and final pro for Butterfly is that she's pretty easy to use. Part of the thing that makes her easy to use is that her ultimate, for example, prioritizes the lowest HP hero. Not really many heroes in this game, or any other ones that I can think of, have something built into the skill that prioritizes the correct enemy hero, which is a pretty cool tool for Butterfly and makes her pretty easy to play. Her first ability is an automatic AoE damage. Her second ability throws blades in front of her, and her third ability is an auto cast, attacks the weakest target. Real simple to use, which makes her overall kit really simple, and then you can kind of spam her abilities because of the cooldown reduction you get from any kill or assist on the passive. Makes her a pretty easy hero to use. Okay, so now we're going to talk about her cons, things you're going to want to avoid if you're playing as her, and things you're going to want to exploit or take advantage of if you're playing against her. Number one, she's really susceptible to crowd control. That's actually the main way that I find that I kill good butterflies on the enemy team, is I tend to just focus them, or I tell my team to focus crowd control on them and burst them down. Butterflies don't have anything that they can do to get out of crowd control. When they get locked down, it's easy to keep them locked down. So the ability to do that, or the ability to avoid that if you're playing as her, is really key. Secondly, she lacks hard crowd control. The only crowd control she has of any kind is on her first ability, which is a 50% movement speed reduction, which lasts 2 seconds. But it certainly isn't anything substantial. And the reason why it's not comes on our third point, which is that this is not really necessarily a con. It depends on how you look at it, but Butterfly is best built as a tank, and the reason why I call that a con is because she has some really attractive assassin personality traits and a lot of assassin-y toolkit abilities, but currently she's best built as a tank, because you build a tank and then she gets the 60% damage reduction. Makes her really difficult to kill, and it's really kind of mucks up the ability to play her as an assassin. So I kind of call that a con, because that is her most likable or most interesting way to be played, and it's not really viable on her right now. And her lack of crowd control makes her really a solid off tank, but not a great main tank. So guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and of course check out our other Hero Quick Look videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, till next time,